Greetings from Adore. Today we're going to show you the video how the automatic door opener TROC cabling system could be installed on the Ford Transit, Mercedes Sprinter or Promaster. And this is pretty much, if you order the kit, this is how it looks like. It includes all the parts: wiring system, controller, covers for the handles, activator, the motor and the speed controller. Kit comes with everything that need for installation. It comes with the installation guide. It's around 23 pages step by step with the diagrams and with the pictures of how and where things should be installed, how it could be connected. It's all wires are all colored and fit plug to the plug. It comes with the activator. You see how instruction how the cable has to be stretched through. So let's go through the video. It's not really the installation video guide, but it's rather be steps that you have to take to put this system in place. This time we will install it on the Mercedes Sprinter 906. Before you actually install the system, you have to calibrate your door. Make sure that everything moves smoothly without the interruption, easy, and you have to remove the limiter that stops and keep the door open on your vehicle, because when you install the system itself will keep it open. You need to remove that limiter. So you definitely have to take all the plastic covers from the doors. Disconnect the locking system from the wiring and mechanically. Door for the Mercedes Sprinter is quite big and heavy, so you will need at least a couple people to remove it to complete the installation. When your door is ready for installation of the system, you actually have to take the plastic covers from the underneath the back window to put the cabling system right there. That's our technicians from Adore doing right now. When you get ready, prepare for the installation. We're going to the door. You have to put the activator connected to the existing locking system of the vehicle. It has just 4 wiring, they're colored, and when you finish installation of the activator, your locking system of the vehicle will work as it was intended by the manufacturer. Nothing will be different. It will work from the buttons on the dashboard, and also it comes with a remote controller and a receiver. As much as we see that some of the customers install remote control to the original key, and that's possible. We don't do that. We just send the remote controller and receiver. The next thing, you have to install the contacts on the door. Instructions there in the installation guide. You connect it with the activator, then you install the hardware for the cables to hook on the door and then on the body. Everything fits, all the parts come with. You have the harness, electrical wires that comes with that, everything included. There are plugs for the button for the dashboard for the driver, button for the passengers, and all the plugs to connect the activator, the controller, the motor, and everything in. When you connect the wiring system, we would recommend you to put it under the step, so you shouldn't be able to see, touch, or accidentally damage this system after installation. The next step, you're going to look for the motor. This is the motor. Looks pretty heavy, solidly made. We hardly had any problems for a number of years installing and putting this device in the vehicles. The maximum that you probably will have, it's sometimes 6 months, 1 year. Cable may be stretched a little bit, so you just have to tighten it up. It also comes with the speed controller that will control speed of the opening of the door. There's a couple programming modes. In one programming mode, when installation complete, you can set up the distance of the opening of the door, and another programming mode will let you to control the speed of the opening. It's always closing with the same speed, but opening speed you can control in the programming mode. When you finish putting the cables through the outside, you put back the hardware, go back inside, fix the motor and the speed controller. Everything's solidly fixed, and there's a plenty space underneath the window for this system in the Mercedes 177. If you have 144 shorter Mercedes, you have to make some modifications to fit it in, because the body is a little bit shorter and you have to kind of work around and fit it in. If there's any questions, so we always open and we have a straight line with the technicians from manufacturer to help you with installation. The next thing that mechanics are doing, they're installing the controller, the brain of your system. It also has all the wirings, all the plugs that feed in through the wiring harness. You put the controller, it also will be right there under the covers. When you close the system, everything will be hidden. And if you ever need to go back, fix or change something, pretty much everything what you need just to remove the cover and everything will be right there. The next thing the technicians do, they installing the button for the dashboard. They just showing where it goes, but it fits in and blends with the existing dashboard instruments. Then you go another hardware to put the cabling through to connect the body of the car with the doors. Instructions are in the installation guide. Okay, when you completed that part, there's another part you have to move the cable through. The next thing, you need to put the door back. Most of the system is in place. When you fix the door, it will work from the dashboard button for the driver, button for the passenger that you can install anywhere on the stand near door, and it will work from remote controller. As I said, you possibly can put another receiver and program this to the original key. And if you're a technician, you know that there should be a frequency, should be paired, the remote controller and receiver. When you put it together, this is how the system will look like. This is how it will work. They're completing fixing the cables and hooks on the door, on the body, tie it up. Also, you have to put the contacts on the stand of the door, so the door is closed, the two contacts touch each other, give the signal the door is closed. I found it useful, as I said. If you put some little bit of paint on the tips of the contacts on the door when you close the door and open it back, you will know exactly where these contacts on the stain of the door has to touch. So it's pretty easy, pretty logical part of the installation. So pretty much when the installation is completed, this is how it will look like. This is how door will open. It opens partially, but you can again pretty easily program it. I'll make another video how to program the speed and how to program the opening of the door. And you also can install this opener, and we have the kits for the Dodge Promaster. So this is from a video from one of the customers who installed it on the Promaster. As you see, the closing is an opening works from the remote key. It opens the door all the way through. We have the kits for the Ford Transit, but if you decide to put it on the Ford Transit, there's a couple issues that you have to deal with that the manufacturer and technicians, engineers still working on. This is when the system is installed, as you see it with the red marks. When the complete system is installed, this plastic cover will not fit. When you put it on, it will stick out for around 1/2 inch out, so you have to deal with that. We're still working on that. And there's another issue that you have to deal with on the Ford Transit. This is above me. This is the motor goes when the system is completely installed. This is the Ford Transits before second half of 2019. It fits perfectly there, the motor, the cabling system. But from the second half of 2019, you see that there's a Ford changed the body and put additional support bracket where the motor usually goes. So where the technicians and installers take and still want to install it on the model 2019 second half and later, you have to kind of deal with, remove this bracket, move it up higher to be able to install the system. When the system is installed on the Ford Transit, this is how it works. This is video from another customer who installed it on the Ford Transit. Ford Transit before second half 2019. It opens fast, it opens smooth, and it actually will show how it will look from the inside. Nothing shows up, everything will be hidden when you put the covers together. There's a controller, there's a cabling system, there's a motor. Pretty much works like that. So guys, if you like to learn news and updates from Ador, you can always find the information on the website adorusa.com. Subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions or would like to order the kit for your Ford Transit, Mercedes Sprinter, Dodge Promaster, there is a phone number and there is emails on the website. So thank you very much, and looking forward to see you back.